journey they have to go through? Is there like a, you need to do this first and then this? Is there an order, or how does that work?
Yeah, that's very cool. I've been doing this for 20 years, so sometimes I can just jump the gun or use our terminology. Um, if somebody was joining for the first time and has the passion for what we're talking about, it's very simple. You can just connect with us on any of these social media platforms, asking for a little bit more information, and any teacher of the Bright Path is so willing to set up a free introduction, couple of hours, evening or situation to explain why this meditation is so direct and so user friendly. And what typically happens is anybody who wants to learn the techniques, there's the first 4 techniques is taught in usually a weekend format. But if people work on the weekends, it could be taught during the week. It's very nice. But in that format, you understand why the techniques are used the way they're used and how to use them with your eyes open in daily life or eyes closed in a traditional, meditation practice, which is simply 20 minutes 3 times a day. So it's very easy actually to integrate this into your life already, right? Everyone can find 20 minutes here and there. You just wake up a bit early, you take a break at work, you before you go to bed, or if you're having an afternoon rest, very, very easy to find these 20 minutes to just close your eyes and use these techniques. And what you're doing is really seeing what you're thinking about and what's kind of churning in your mind, And a lot of people I've been talking to just recently are seeing the common stuff that's coming up. And what these techniques do is kind of interrupt that. It's like, your mind's on fast forward and you don't know how to stop, or you're constantly going on about what's going to happen and how to get out of these situations. And what you do is these techniques are beautifully interrupting that craziness, that speed, to allow us to be present. And it's simple as that. It's as simple as that. And it's in the return, which is natural to being present, that we realize that perhaps we can have a different relationship to those thoughts. Do I have to think them? Are they actually giving me peace and happiness, or are they actually giving me stress? And you start to see a whole different way of seeing what your mind is doing and what you can do with those thoughts, right? Because I didn't realize I could actually interrupt them. And I definitely didn't realize that I could change them or step back from them and let them just be like the wind passing through. And then as you play with that, as you use that as a practice, your relationship to being present and your relationship to kind of getting worried all changes. And that's the point. The whole point of this teaching is realizing that it really is a choice, and that your peace and happiness is livable right now in any of the days that you're living right now. No matter what's happening in your life, in the world, your desire for peace can be a living experience. And that's super beautiful.